Good afternoon, cyber optimists. Today we'll be talking about a pretty noteworthy news item, which is the bankruptcy filing of the genetic testing service 23andMe. Now, the story behind 23andMe goes far beyond financial considerations and involves considerations for data protection and privacy. So 23andMe is an organization that's known for its genetic testing kits, which allowed its users to trace back their ancestry for decades and centuries. With their filing of Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the US, privacy experts across the globe are raising the alarm. And in fact, the government seems to have heard them because the California Attorney General has issued an advisory warning 23andMe users and encouraging them to take immediate action to protect the information they may have supplied to 23andMe. It should be noted also that DNA databases like 23andMe have been used in the past to aid law enforcement investigations. That was the case notably in 2018, where law enforcement used genetic data from a public DNA database to help identify the Golden State Killers and close cold cases like this. 23andMe wasn't involved itself in that case, but it still brings to the fore major questions of data protection and privacy. Now, given this situation, what would we advise to anybody that has history with this provider? Well, first off, going forwards, when you're about to sign up to any system that deals with your data, particularly sensitive data like genetic data, make sure to read the privacy policy. Always read it to understand how your data is going to be used, who can access it, and for which reasons. Pay attention to whether your data can be shared with third parties, including law enforcement, general government writ large, and private sector entities. If you're a 23andMe customer though, or have had history with the organization in the past, make sure that you delete your data, or at least you think about it. Even if you're with another provider of the kind, if you no longer use the service, it's generally good hygiene and practice to remove your information whenever you stop using a given service. Finally, and this advice pertains to sensitive data like DNA data, but just overall, make sure to limit your exposure, right? Opt out of data sharing programs, particularly those involving research, law enforcement, data sharing between your supplier and its partners. You have the right to access an organization's privacy policy. You should know where your data goes and what it's being used for. So make sure that you're only agreeing to what you're comfortable with and providing consent accordingly. Simply put, in today's world, our data has become a currency. So it's really important to make sure to know that trusting big organizations with something as precious as our data isn't the end-all be-all, and that we have measures that we can implement to protect ourselves. This was Pablo Pozzalo for the Cyber Optimist. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.